is John Link at Apache Village RV Center, coming at you from beautiful Hazelwood, Missouri. Standing right here next to a 2025 Jayco Eagle SLE 24MLE. Really cool unit. This is a true half-ton towable fifth wheel right here. So for years we've heard the HT thing, Eagle HT, Eagle HT. Yeah, well, some of those are like 10,000 pounds. We love you, Jayco, but we're not putting a 10,000 pound fifth wheel behind my F-150. Sorry, just not gonna do it. This is tipping the scales at a very light, manageable weight, a very light, manageable weight on your wallet as well. You look right here on your little yellow sticker on the door, and on the driver's side, you're gonna catch all your information on lengths and weights for these units. So 7872, not bad, especially when you're talking about the weight of the pin box being over your axles. So we have 7,872 pounds and a 29-foot, 2.75 inch down to a T overall length from the front of the cap to the back of this unit. I would not be afraid to put this behind my F-150 for 1 second. So any half-ton truck that's gonna tow, you know, have a max tow package on it, pretty much will be able to tow this. You know, if you get something that tows 12,000 pounds, it can tow this, no problem. 11,000 pounds should be able to tow this, no problem. So let's get into the unit itself. Like I said, light on the wallet. This is $39,995. Extremely, extremely modestly priced. Still has a 2-year Jayco warranty. 5/8 inch tongue and groove plywood floors, 3/8 inch plywood roof, strongest in the industry. The Magnum Truss roof system with the same insulation in it, everything. Vacuum bonded sidewalls, everything you expect from a Jayco. But we've done a few things to bring the price down into a level where this is extremely approachable fifth wheel for you to bring, you know, to kind of graduate up from a travel trailer into a fifth wheel. So let's take a look. We have our fiberglass cap here with our nice lights that aren't turned on. There we go. Storage up front, your battery. We have electric jacks up front. It does not have an automatic leveling system. Once again, we're going to focus on things that are going to cut some costs. We have stabilizer jacks in the rear, right under the outside shower. And no automatic leveling systems, removing a ton of weight, but also saving some cost. This is our low price leader, like I said. A little storage compartment here. 15-inch rims, Rainier tires. The nice MORryde steps. Big old storage compartment with motion sensor lights. When you open your compartments, these pop right on. This one is equipped with a 30 amp Go Power solar controller. So this has a 200 watt solar panel on it with that. Climate controlled on the interior here of your storage compartment. You can pop that little vent open and heat this storage compartment. So if you have anything in there you're worried about freezing, worry no more. Go ahead and pop that open and you're good to go. 2 30-pound tanks. You have a little battery house right there in the front storage compartment. Here's your other 30-pound tank. All your TV and satellite hookups, which you can conveniently route through this way, so you can close your compartment door and shut all that. Here's your front landing gear. It is pre-rigged for an inverter. If you have a need for an inverter, go ahead and hook it up through this junction box. 50 amp service. This one here has 1 AC, but you can install a second. It's prepped for it. Black tank flush. This is your freshwater tank fill. City water connection and a Furrion tankless water heater. So you have one big slide out here that is a rack and pinion slide, and then your slide out in the bedroom is going to be a Schwintek. This rack and pinion slide is wonderful. It's going to give you a nice flush finish on the interior, so I'll show you that in a second, but the floor won't have any tripping points, which is really nice. It's a nice flush fit to the floor. Still going to have a 3,000 pound hitch with a 300 pound tongue weight, just like on the rest of our Jayco fifth wheels. Close that up. Aluminum rims on 15-inch aluminum rims on those Rainier tires, like I mentioned before. And then a nice big awning with an LED light. And coming into the interior, you can see the slide out, how I mentioned before, since it sits flush to the floor, thanks to that slide system, or the slide system on the rack and pinion slide out, you don't have a tripping point. You have a nice 12-volt refrigerator here. Freezer up top, fridge on the bottom. I believe this is an 8 cubic foot. Yeah, 7.7. Whisper quiet AC though. So even though we are in a very price conscious fifth wheel, we're still getting a whisper quiet AC back here. Now the AC up in the bedroom will install as a standard AC. So I actually need to figure out if that's ducted or not. I think we would just install one that's a direct dump that dumps into the cabin. But having a whisper quiet AC is amazing. If I close the door and turn the air conditioner on, you will hear the highway outside louder than you'll hear the air conditioning unit. Tons of countertop space. We have a 3-burner stove here with our RV style oven. Nice LED lights over the hood, which is vented to the outside. Still have solid wood front cabinets. These are style board backs on this, but solid wood cabinets. NB Quartz sound system that's hooked into your TV. Have storage behind the TV, storage next to the TV. Kind of pull this out a little bit. It is on a swivel. There you go. So you can kind of aim that towards the big recliner. This right here drops down, makes a bed. Anytime you see a dinette like this, it's going to drop down and make a bed about 99.9% of the time. We have 2 recliners next to actually triple recliners, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. I thought that was an armrest, but it's 3 recliners. Liquid chalkboard outside of your motion sensor light controlled pantry. And a little coffee pot nook right here with an outlet on the wall. Instead of having your outlet up here with the cord dangling, we have the outlet mounted on the wall, which is very nice. But overall, a very nice little spacious unit. Furnace ducts mounted on the cabinetry instead of the floor. Tons of storage for a unit this size, being only 29 feet. We've really maximized the cabinet space, giving you a ton of room to be able to store things. This has a double sink instead of a single. Little spray hose attachment, some extra lights up here that aren't turned on. And a corner storage cabinet as well. Now moving up to the bedroom, we're gonna have all of our controls right here for the ceiling lights, and you can go around and push the little center. Actually, these do not have the center button, sorry. These lights are all on. Panel right here for all your tank levels, battery, fresh tank, black tank, gray tanks. Your slide out controls and awning controls. There is an LED strip on the awning as well. Nice big shower for a unit this size. You know, if you're taller, the skylight above you will give you a little bit extra room. I'm about 5'10". You can see how much space I have above my head. Nice black fixtures. We have a porcelain toilet still, even though this is, you know, a lower cost unit. Nice medicine cabinet. Storage below the sink as well. Nice big unit right here. And that actually shares a door to the bedroom, so you can remove this and hang some clothes in that if you'd want. Tankless water heater control is here, so you go ahead and flip that on and control the temperature of your water. And then a pocket door for the bathroom. That's bolted shut here, but to give you some privacy. All right, moving into the bedroom, we do have a small slide out, as I mentioned, from the outside. This one is a Schwintek. Has a little wardrobe and 2 drawers in it, a window, and a nice place to set some other items. Maybe toss your bag up there in front of the window. Queen size bed. Additional storage that you'll see pretty standard in a lot of fifth wheels and travel trailers to put more clothes. And then another nightstand. Each one has USB chargers, and if you do install that inverter, as I mentioned, which it's prepped for, these 2 outlets are going to be hooked to that inverter. They do that because a lot of folks might want to boondock, and they might have a CPAP machine and want to be able to hook up to that while they're boondocking. TV goes right here. All your hookups here as well. This is inverter powered too, so you can have your TV running, have your CPAP machine running, whatever else you need, plug in over there while you're boondocking. It will convert that 12-volt electricity into 110, so you can run 110 items off of those outlets. That is your spray hose attachment for the outside shower that's in the over by the driver's side front compartment. And then blackout shades, here we go. Really nice throughout the unit. So if you were to drop an AC in here, it's gonna go right here, obviously. I'll have to put in the comments whether this is ducted or not. If it has the ability to be ducted, it will share the same duct system as the other AC. But just because of the sake of cost, I actually probably just put a manual AC in there like you'd have in a pop-up camper crank the little dials, dump some air conditioning, control the bedroom temperature. Now, I showed you the MB Court speakers up here. This is the Bluetooth control for that, so you can turn this on, either have it hooked up to the TV or Bluetooth it to your phone to control those speakers in the ceiling up there. You heard that. I have it switched to TV audio. And that will allow you to run the TV through the speakers or hook up your phone and play some music. But the main thing we want to focus on here, we are the #1 fifth wheel dealer in North America. We love that Jayco came out with this product. It is half-ton towable. It is an extremely attractive price point at $39,995. It's going to allow you to graduate, so to speak, from a travel trailer into a fifth wheel, or maybe you just want an extremely short wheelbase fifth wheel. This is the answer. You're at 29 feet on this fifth wheel. You're not gonna have any problem getting into state parks and the majority of national parks around the country. And you can do it with a half-ton truck. Now, if you tow this with a 3/4 ton diesel, you're not even gonna know it's back there. At 7,800 pounds, we're an extremely, extremely lightweight fifth wheel. That is the entire goal here. Keeping it light, keeping your wallet heavier, because the money's gonna be staying in it, because it's not as expensive as the rest of these fifth wheels I'm surrounded by here. And it's just a great entry-level product that has a ton of features that you're not going to see in other manufacturers' entry-level products, like vacuum bonded walls and the 5/8" tongue and groove plywood floors, plywood roof with the Magnum Truss roof system in it, and also Whisper Quiet ACs. For an entry-level, so to speak, fifth wheel, you're really not going to find features like that, and get a 2-year mechanical warranty. So check this out. This is the 2025 Jayco Eagle SLE 24MLE. We have it here at Apache Village RV Center, $39,995, our low price leader. If you're looking to jump from a travel trailer into a fifth wheel, it's a great option. If you're looking to stay small and compact in a fifth wheel, great option as well. Come and see us. We'd love to earn your business. Thanks for watching.